Hi, my name is Leanne Fechter, and I'm going to talk about my love of nature. I chose to study wildlife management because of how I grew up and my concern for our environment. I grew up in a very rural area surrounded by open spaces and few people. My dad gave me a love for the natural world. Challenging my understanding of the natural world has helped me to become more knowledgeable and grow in my understanding of conservation. Leaving a world that future generations can enjoy as I have enjoyed it is a great dream for me. How will the place I call home now look when my grandkids or great-grandkids come to visit? Will they be able to enjoy the vast prairie, or will it be destroyed by human interference? I'm hoping to learn about wildlife management to be used with my other classes so that I can use this knowledge to make a better world for future generations. Growing up in South Dakota allowed me to understand and live with wildlife. I enjoyed learning about the plants and animals that live near us. South Dakota is an arid state. It is also a state of many diverse species that can live in this type of environment. Learning about how different plants and soils help filter the water to make the creeks and rivers clean and livable for wildlife has made me interested in how our natural environment works together. My dad taught me about caring for our animals. When we fail to care for them properly, then we have failed to be good stewards. He also showed me that caring for the wildlife that we live with is important. It is important because they can also provide food and the beauty that surrounds us. When I went to college for my bachelor's degree in chemistry, I took an environmental toxicology class. It was my favorite chemistry class to take. This class sparked the dream of finding a job that includes my love for the environment. Being stationed in many different states over the last 20 years has given me an appreciation for the many different ecosystems that exist across our nation. The different animals that live and thrive in Hawaii, compared to the ones in Georgia, is what makes each state so unique. The beauty of the different wildlife and plant life also give each state its own identity. When we lose a species, then we lose part of that ecosystem, which then causes the beauty of that area to diminish. And yes, even the desert of New Mexico was breathtaking. After spending the last year and a half taking classes, I have been able to dig deeper into the environment of the area I will call home after retirement. Learning why the decisions are made and what needs to be done to protect the wildlife and allow humans to enjoy the area are great interest to me. I have learned so much about how even soil affects fishing habitats. It is amazing how each piece of the environment works together to create an ecosystem. I'm hoping that this class will also help me to understand how and why wildlife management is done. Challenging what I perceive as conservation and what is the answer to conservation is a great way to learn and grow. Learning about how conservation was done in the past will help us learn what will work now to create a future that our children and grandchildren will be able to enjoy.